Now let's continue with another example here. If we are taking here string type elements in the tuple here, and the second tuple also containing the string type elements here, so we are just combining tuple 3 plus tuple 4, and this output will be stored in tuple 5 here. This is assigning here. Now we are printing here tuple 5. Now the output would be like in this way. These are the elements of tuple 3 and these are the elements of tuple 4 here. So how many are these? 3 elements from the tuple 3 and 4 elements for the tuple 4. So these elements will be printed here. Now let's see the next example. How can we do like this? We are taking here tuple 6 as a variable here, tuple type. We are passing here 5 elements here. Now the tuple 6 will contain here tuple 6 plus again a tuple we are considering here. As we were mentioning here, if we are taking here only a single element, so there is no need to write here parenthesis, but we are going with the single element with this comma symbol here. We have to just using here comma symbol and enclose with this opening brackets here. So it is showing that this is an example, proper example of tuple here without any error. So we are just doing like as these elements will be combined with this 6 here only. So and the resultant would be stored in tuple 6 itself. So tuple 6 element would be changed here. Now we are printing here tuple 6. So the elements from 1 2 3 4 5, these are the elements from the tuple 6, old tuple 6 here. Now the plus 6, that means this element would be added here in tuple 6. Now the new elements list here 1 to 6 will be stored in tuple 6 automatically. Now the next example, same like as here we are passing another tuple here. It will consist here 3 elements 7 8 and 9, and these will be combined with the tuple 6 and result would be stored here in tuple 6 only. So here will be the elements from 1 to 9 and indexing from the 0 to 8 here. Now the next one is some common differences here. First is here list is mutable but tuple is immutable. So iteration through a tuple is faster as compared to a list because changes are not allowed in the tuples also here. Now the second one is if we have data that doesn't change, and then storing in the data in a tuple will make sure it's not changed accidentally. That means there is a chances of error minimum. Now the next one operator we are applying on tuples here, that is known as repetition. Repetition sometimes also known as replications also, and this multiply or asterisk symbol we are using for doing this operation here. Now let's see the example here. Tuple 1 we are taking here, it's same like as list. So we are taking here 2 elements string type in the tuple 1, then we are doing here tuple and this operator symbol asterisk we are taking for the application. So repetition would be done 3 times here because we are multiplying with 3 here. So these elements are printed here 3 times itself. So how many elements are here? Elements are 2, then multiply by 6, so total elements would be 6 here. Now any single element would be stored in this tuple here. It would be also be repetitively printed here. Let's suppose we are taking here example tuple 2 and hello is just only the one single element here. So that's why we are doing with the separation symbol comma here and enclosed with this parenthesis. Now tuple 2 will be multiplied with 4 here, so it will produce you 4 times the same result here. Hello text would be printed 4 times here. Now the next operator is membership. Operator is used to generally check or search for the element in tuple or list, whatever data type you are using here. Now we are talking about tuples, so let's see the example of tuple here. Tuple 1 we are taking red, green and blue, 3 elements we are taking here. Now we are searching for the green. So green in tuple 1, that means it will give you resultant output like as true or false. Only Boolean values will be given by this operator here. If it exists in this tuple, so it will produce you true, otherwise it would be false here. So answer would be true because green is existing in this tuple here. Now let's see the next example. Second operator of membership, that is known as not in here. First was in and second was is not in. So it would search for the existence and it would search for the non-existence. If green is not present in this tuple, it will produce you true, otherwise it will produce you false. So checking for the green here, green not in tuple but green is existing here, so it produces you here result as false. Now the next topic is slicing. Slicing is basically a part or a piece of tuple here, that is known as slicing here. How can we do it? It just same like as we were doing in list here. Tuple we are taking here, these are the elements of the tuple. So if we take here tuple of 2 is to 7, that means indexing, starting indexing is 2 and the last indexing would be 7. So starting from the second 0 1 2, so 30 would take from here, and the seventh is a maximum or we can say the final indexing here, but it will take here at 6th position here, because it will take -1 here. So from second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, so till 70th it will be printed from here. 30 to 70 it will be printed here. 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70, starting from 2 to 6th position it will take -1. Again I am mentioning here. Now the next examples like in this way only. We are just using here starting index as 0 and the last index would be length of tuple 1. Length of tuple 1, it will take the number of elements, how many elements will be there. So by default it will take here all these elements, because we are just passing here 0 to full length of the hair. So 10 to 80 would be printed as the elements of the tuple here. Now again if we don't mention here starting index here, so it will take by default from 0th position, so it will take from the 0th position 10 from here and up to 4th position here, that is 50. Now again the same concept here, if we don't mention here final index here, so it will take the complete length of this tuple here. Now let's see next. If we take here minus of indexing here, same like as list, tuple or string, whatever data type we are taking here, they are doing the same indexing here, positive as well as negative indexing here. So negative indexing would be starting from the reverse of the string or reverse of the list or reverse of the tuple. Here again I am mentioning, so it would be starting from -6 here, -6 to -4, so it will go like 30 and 40. Only 2 elements will be printed from here. Now the next one is, if we don't pass here any starting or ending limits here or indexing here, so by default it would take here, because we are passing here -1 as a stepping value, so it is mentioning here indexing starting from the reverse order, that means minus of length here, and it would be minus of 1 sure here. So -1 is the indication of the reversing of the tuple here, because if we don't pass here any limits here, initial or last, or we can say indexing here, if we take here 1 or 2 or 3, whatever stepping value would be here, if it's in positive number, so it would be simple slicing here like we are doing, but its negation sign is indicating that we have to do here negative indexing. So starting from the last element 80 and up to so on at the 0th position, that is 10 element will be placed there. Next we are continuing with the next video.